Hello, I am Holly, and I am here to tell you a little bit about my soul realignment relationship reading that I do for you. And if you've watched my soul realignment video, a lot of this will be familiar sounding. And if you want more depth on some of the things we go into, I recommend you watch that video. So I'll leave a link for it as well. But what we have between two people, we have this dynamic of soulmates, more than likely, especially if it's a mother-child, a spouse or partner situation, a sibling situation, even work relationships, guys. Although we'll give you some detail on who you can and can't do a relationship reading with. So it has to be somebody that you're related to. Okay, a child. It could be a sibling as well. I can tap into their energy. I can tap into your parents' energy. Okay, we can do a relationship reading there. I can tap into your spouse's or committed life partner's energy, but not just somebody that you just started dating. There has to be some guidelines here. So this is to help healing. This is to help facilitate healing on a much deeper level. And we don't want to go across any boundaries energetically as well. So relationships play a special dynamic, and there's a high probability that you've danced in various roles with various people in your life on at different occasions in different lifetimes. Maybe you've been mother-child or father-child or whatever it is, and you flip that around. Maybe you've been siblings, maybe you've been cousins, maybe you've been in romantic relationships, whatever those dynamics might be, married or just having an affair even. There's so many possibilities. But the point is you have to work through some of the garbage from previous lifetimes in this lifetime, and sometimes it doesn't make a whole lot of sense why you're dealing with certain energies within a relationship, right? And you're like, why is this so difficult? Why do I have this issue over and over and over again? That's yourself a little bit. So we do a little bit of realigning that you need for yourself with all of your general relationships. And again, if you need to understand more what I mean by realigning, you can watch the soul realignment video. But we go in and we find out what's blocking you and preventing you from moving forward generally, as well as with the specific relationship that you've asked about. So also, because it's pertinent to a relationship, I do give you information, a little bit that you would receive in the soul profile. That's why there's a discounted rate. If you've already received a soul profile from me, you can get a little bit discount on these readings. So as well as on the soul realignment reading. So anyway, back to what you get out of it. I'll give you a little bit of information about who both of you are at a soul level, so that you can see what you're working with. Because if you're working with different types of energies, yes, you can be together, but it might be nice to know that one of you functions more with your head while the other one functions more with your heart. Then you can come with some compassion and understanding to a conversation, to an argument, to a situation. You can be like, okay, I realize you're a heart-focused person, so I'm going to be more receptive to that and not block it with my mind, for example, or whatever it might be. Then I go into some detail about your relationships together over the lifetimes. What kind of relationships? Friends, cousins, siblings, parent-child, spouse. What types of dynamics are we dealing with here? Enemies, if there's, I don't know that you incarnate to be enemies, but if there was ever an energy that came up of jealousy or a revenge feeling, we go into some detail about that as well. And that leads me to tell you some of your soul stories. What has happened in the past, the dynamics between the two of you, and also if you have some things going on separately, some dynamics that might be affecting in other relationships that you have. We talk about them. We bring light to them. If you want more detail on all that, I would definitely watch the soul realignment video. But it's very healing to bring light to a situation. That's why there's so much talk therapy out there and past life regression and stuff like that. Because when you can understand it with the story behind it, you can really heal and you can have closure. And then once all of that is said and done, we do a clearing and we offer a release of any of the contracts or any of the pacts or agreements that might have been made in previous lifetimes, any of the curses even, or sometimes, not very often, we get spell work, but some of these things that can be placed on one another in a previous lifetime. We let all that go and we release it. We do an energetic clearing, and then you kind of go forward with your life and see these amazing results in not only the relationship you came in to dig deeper on, okay, but also you see these results in other relationships in your life, because we do a whole relationship clearing, kind of more generally than the relationship you came in to see about. But that one also is filled with love, compassion, forgiveness, just all the things that a lot of non judgment for the future, because you understand more about the other person. So, if this calls out to you, if you have a relationship in your life, if one of your children is always, always got certain reactions to come out of you and you're wondering why, it's great. It's great to dig deeper. If you wonder about your spouse, or if you want to see if there's a reason why things might be happening in your relationship, we can dig deeper. We can definitely realign soulmates to work better in this lifetime, because we clear out some of the garbage that's made them reincarnate together, but it's given them maybe friction. So it's kind of like relationship, again, coaching, but I love to, I don't love to call myself a coach. I'm more of that healer vibe. So if this calls out to you, please send me a message, get a hold of me. I'm at the Akashic Queen on Facebook. You can also email me at peacefulwarriorpractice@gmail.com. And I hope to hear from you soon.